Grant, you won an award the other night from Good Safari Guides. What was the award and why do you think you won it?
Well, it was the vote for the best property in Africa, and we were runners-up, second to Singita. And I feel that that the industry recognised that personal and family-run properties still offer something very special, and it's nice that there's a place for that in the industry still, and that you can have the bigger concerns as well as the smaller concerns offering high quality service. And I think it is down to service and personal touch. And I think the fact that we've kept it a authentic African experience, a bush camp experience, close to nature, and I think that's close to people's hearts. You know, to come to Africa, that's what's so unique about Africa and the African experience. And I think Notten's is true to that. Well, Notten's is a small lodge. We take a maximum of 14 people. We have 7 private suites. They beautiful suites, but we've kept them simple and natural. All lighting is natural lighting, candles and paraffin lamps, which give it a very romantic and a feel. But it's a wonderful experience. You come in, and a lot of the time is spent in the bush. You're up early in the morning, and you're out into the wilderness areas and spending time with the Shangaan Rangers, who are very, very experienced, and you get an insight into tracking and seeing the smaller things, as well as an opportunity to see some of Africa's big game. You get out on foot as well. We do walking trails there, and then back in the mornings, and you have wonderful bush food, and you can relax. And it's a really relaxing place. That's another thing, to unwind. We very fast-paced lives these days, and at Notten's and in the bush, and it's just incredibly good to unwind, and it just automatically happens. Somehow in the bush, you just unwind. And the nice thing again about Notten's being small, being non-electrified, you have the sounds of the bush. You actually have hyena in the camp most nights, and so you really feel that intimacy with nature again. And it's you've got to be there to experience it, and it touches you and it changes your life. And it truly does. It really does. I've seen it in many people. We've been fortunate to grow up in it. And it's amazing to be in the middle of a sanctuary, a living sanctuary of wild animals that are completely all around you. And at night, it really brings it out. And that's also a nice time to share stories, because the local people, the Shangaan people, are a very special culture, and they share those stories. And Notten's, you have that interaction with the people, and you are dealing with animals that are unpredictable. But the things that you know that you're being looked after, you're in the hands of professionals, with guides that have been brought up in the area, that know how to handle situations, and in that circumstance you are very safe, and so you can get that close encounter and be safe at the same time. So malaria, yes, in that area there is malaria does occur. It's a very low incident thing, though I wouldn't say that people need to be highly concerned about it. Awareness is always important with all factors. I think it doesn't need to be blown out of proportion by any means, and it's nice once if you know about something, then it's not something to be afraid of. So that's where we tell people to consult your practitioners, your health practitioners, before you arrive. If they feel strongly about you taking prophylactics in the summer season, then that's wonderful. The local people don't take prophylactics. What they do, prophylactics are obviously anti-malaria pills. What the local people in the area do is, and certainly out of season, which is the winter period, if we see signs of not feeling well, flu symptoms, then we go and get a checkup, and it's very curable. It's not something that is a problem once you've diagnosed it. And you know, it's not always about getting bigger. Growth is not always about size for us. It's about growth in terms of what we can offer further. And it's probably in 22 years you'd think that you had completed your project, but it's an ongoing project. There's always something more that you can do, and so for Notten's, a lot of exciting things. Both from a product side, we've got lots of interesting things that we're working on there to improve, to offer a better service, but also then there's the community stuff. We want to work more. You know, we've been working with the community, but there's more to do there. There's exciting projects that we can get involved.